Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today to our first time homebuyers series. This is episode 6 now, and today I'll be talking to you about steps you can take now when you're younger so that when you're finally ready to buy that home, you don't have hiccups and issues with your lender, with your loan officer when trying to get pre-approved. It helps to do these 4 different things that I'll explain to you because it will increase your buying power and it just helps you in the long run of life. First thing is to know where you stand right now. You want to check your FICO score. Even if you don't have good credit, it's nice to be aware of what your credit is. Start doing research, looking into things that can help your credit, things to avoid. Calculate your monthly debt. So it's good to just know exactly what you spend. You know, if you're not thinking about it, if you're not paying attention to it, I mean, you could spend way more money than you think. You know, just going out and eating food, I've realized, you know, you spend way more money than if you buy, you eat at home more, you know. It's just so much easier to go out, but when you start thinking about it, running the numbers, you decide, maybe I should eat at home more often, for example. Also, just to be aware of what your debt is overall. You know, like if you have student loan debt, what's that number? You know, what do you need to pay off? And it's good to be aware. And if you can, you know, get those debts paid. The second thing that will help you to increase your buying power when getting pre-approved would be to fix the mistakes you've made and to tackle the debt that you have. So, for example, pay your bills on time, electricity, water, gas, rent, you know, cell phone, credit card, all that stuff. And paying it on time is good, but if you can pay it in full on time, it's even better. Some people don't have a credit card, and some people look at it as a bad thing. When buying a home, it's nice for someone to look at your statements and see that, you know, you spent $500 a month, you paid off $500 a month, you know. And consistency, it'll add up, and you know, it'll seem like you're trustworthy. From a lender's point of view, you know, it's a good thing because you've shown consistently that you do pay off your bills and you don't spend too much, but what you do spend, you take responsibility for. So establishing a line of credit is definitely a positive thing. And if you don't have a credit card, maybe you'll have to start off with like $100 a month card, which generally that's how you start off if you have no credit. Say you get to the point where there's like you have a $5,000 a month credit line. Don't just go and spend the $5,000 because you can. You know, just spend what you need to and pay it off, and pay it off in full and pay it off in time. It's 2 very important things about it. Third thing would be to show consistent income. Now this one's important. Because if someone's going to lend you money, this big chunk of money to buy a house, they want to make sure that you're making money to pay them back, you know, and your loan officer is going to ask for at least 2 years of your proof of your income. They're going to ask for at least 2 years of bank statements. 2 years, I mean, it's not that long. They may look further back. It all depends really, but when they see that you've consistently made this amount of money a month over a span of 2 years, you look better. For myself personally, I'm new in real estate, so I don't have this huge base of clients that I can get consistent income off of, you know, and we get paid out in commissions. So selling a home would take, we pray for a month, but it probably shoots to 45 days, 2 months, maybe even longer. So you're working with this one person, you don't get paid for 2 months. I mean, there's these patches of time that there's no income coming in. So from a lender's point of view, I mean, when they look at real estate agents, I mean, it's not a good thing, you know, because what if you don't sell any houses that for the next 6 months, you know? They don't know. So I mean, consistency is key. Probably heard that before, and it stands true when you want financing from a lender. And the last thing on my list, number 4, is to control your spending. Kind of talked about it a little bit earlier about paying off credit cards and not spending all of it, but it's good to avoid large purchases For example, if you're thinking you finally got a nice amount of money saved up and you can afford a car, but you don't have your house yet and you know that you want to buy a house, the house is substantially more expensive than a car is. And you just need to avoid large purchases because that doesn't look good when asking a lender for money to buy a house. You want to lower your debt to income ratio, which is basically something that lenders will look at, which is what you owe people and what you make. When you control your spending, I mean, if you have let's say a budget, for example, you know, you're living on your own with your significant other perhaps, and you guys spend this much a month and you stick to it, and anything else you make over that, you put it away. It's like your secret stash, your emergency fund. That's always a great habit to get into, because after you do buy a house, you know, it's now your responsibility, and it's a huge responsibility. So it's good to have that emergency fund, because I mean, say I don't know, say some kid throws a baseball through your window and I gotta pay for this window. There's a lot of things that really can happen, especially when you have this big investment that is all your responsibility. Yeah, so that's my 4 things. Know where you stand, first step. Second step, fix the mistakes that you have and tackle your debt. The third thing is to show consistent income. And number 4 is to control your spending, avoid large purchases. If you start now, you start doing those things, say in 2 years, I mean, you'll be in a much better place than if you just go along with life and don't think about these things, you know. If buying a home is a dream of yours and, you know, something you've always wanted to do growing up, probably now, I mean, I know I want to buy a house. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I hope you guys learned something. Please leave a comment if you had a question about this video, if you had a question in general about real estate. Haven't been getting much comments lately, so it'd be nice to answer some of your questions. I'm sure, even if it seems stupid or like a silly question, just ask, because I'll be glad to help in any way. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on my other platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and stay connected with me. I look forward to helping you guys in the future, and I will see you guys next time.